Kevin, I'm not going to lie.
Now we're not gonna a carved penguin. There it is.
Oh no. Are the O's fine? Are the Orioles fine, Kevin?
It's so embarrassing. I'm so embarrassed.
Okay. The Orioles stole it. That game was stolen. It was stolen from them, then they stole it right back. What? Oh my God.
Wait, what's going on? What is happening?
What is going? Was it a diving play? He bobbled the play.
What is happening? Are they challenging it? No. Other wall. No.
Kevin, I don't know what you saw, how much you saw. I've been chugging champagne. Sure, I spilled a lot, but what a game, man.
He will be the legendary
Birdfish!
How about that?
Birdfish fans, stand up. We did it.
What can I say? What can I say?
Am I on? Am I good? Am I good now? Didn't get no hit. There it is. Didn't get no hit. What's up, everyone? A little different today. Looks a little different today. Both Kevin and I are out and about, so going to be a very interesting show. We're going to try to go for a little bit. Going to see if we can get into call-ins, if I even have the capability of doing that from here. But we'll figure that out as we go. Maybe a shorter episode, but hey, Orioles didn't get no hit. There's the headline. Drop mic, end of discussion. That's what we're taking away from today. Orioles did not get no hit. Orioles still have the opportunity to go win the series tomorrow. It doesn't matter. Go win the series tomorrow. Remember earlier this season, Orioles took the series against the Yankees, got absolutely walloped in game 2. Blowout. It was just embarrassing, yada, yada, yada. Still went out, took game 3 and won the series. That's what you have to do. It's what you simply have to do tomorrow. You have to come out and just win. Like tomorrow is now a must win. It's the difference between going 3-4 and 4-3 on this road trip. We've talked about before. If you go 4-3 on this road trip, it's a win. 4-3 on this road trip is a massive win. And I think if they can just find a way to win tomorrow, this loss doesn't matter. You find a way to win tomorrow, this loss does not matter. And we can look back and go, okay, split with Tampa, win the series against New York. And I think at the end of the day, I know some people wanted 5-2. I was on the, train of 4-3 is a successful road trip. I still believe that, and you still have an opportunity to do that tomorrow. Well, let's look at it. Let's look at it. Box score. Jackson Holliday 0 for 3, 1 walk. Jordan Westberg 0 for 0 with 1 walk. We're going to get into Westberg and Adley in a minute. Better news on Westberg than Adley. Kobe Mayo comes in 0 for 3. Gunnar 1 for 3 with a walk. O'Hearn 0 for 3. Ramon 0 for 3. Dylan 0 for 1. Cowser 0 for 3. Gary freaking Sanchez. Gary Sanchez, New York zone, 1 for 3. That is how you break a no-hitter. Round of applause for Gary Sanchez. Gary doesn't get no hit. Not against New York. Gary wasn't getting no hit against New York. The guy comes through. Welcome home, Gary. Have a series. The new starting catcher, I guess, for the foreseeable future for the Baltimore Orioles. Kind of funny because if I'm being honest, a week ago exactly today or yesterday, I came on this show and talked about why I thought Gary Sanchez didn't even deserve to be the backup. Maverick Hanley should be the backup because of what he does with the pitching staff. I guess I was right. Maverick Hanley will be the backup, but that's because Gary Sanchez will be starting in the absence of Adley Rutschman as he goes on the IL with an oblique injury. Cedric Mullins 0 for 3. Ramon Arias 0 for 3. Am I missing anyone else now? Just a tough day offensively. Give Schmidt his credit. Tip your cap. Threw a hell of a ball game. But I mean, if you go you go, what was that? 7 innings, no hits. It's not great. Although it is funny, the Orioles, despite only having 1 hit, they did leave 5 on base. 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. It's not every day you're fighting for a no hitter in the 8th inning, and you still find yourself 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position, leaving 5 on base. So I mean, they got on base sometimes via the walk, but not getting hits today. And obviously, Yankees score 9 runs. Obviously, you look at it, it was over in the first inning after Grisham went yard. Offensively, you have to flush it, come back tomorrow with a better game plan, come back tomorrow with some sort of energy to bounce back. I mean, we keep talking about this team and what's been impressive over the previous series against Tampa and kind of the way they've bounced back recently. You had the 7-1 loss, bounce back with a 5-1 win. You blow an 8-0 lead, lose 12-8, bounce back with a massive, what was that? Blanking on the score. Bounce back with a win. Then you go into New York against Max Fried. Everyone and their mothers expecting you to lose. You get the win. Hey, it's hard to sweep series in New York. That's why I didn't want to say the S word all yesterday. But here we are. You're 1-1. And listen, if everyone would have told you going into this series that the Orioles were 1-1 after the first 2 games, you would have taken it. You probably would have assumed we lost last night, so I guess that's why it's a little more disappointing. But if you would have been told that the Orioles were to take one of the first 2, you would have been happy with it. So win the series tomorrow, and you need a big bounce back offensively. Now let's move to the pitching. Not great. Zach Eflin, 3 innings pitched, 10 hits, 6 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. My biggest concern is this is back-to-back starts for Eflin that's been a little concerning, and honestly, back-to-back starts for Sugano going into last night that kind of weren't great. You hope that those 2 can find their form, because if this team is going to make a comeback, you cannot have Sugano, you cannot have Eflin getting 2 1/3 innings pitched, 3 innings pitched, 4 innings pitched. You need these guys to go deeper, and you need these guys to give you opportunities to win. I mean, Sugano did it last night. Even though it was short-lived, he gave them an opportunity to win, and the Orioles came through. Kittredge comes in, 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts. They had to get him in today. Scott Blewett, I was really surprised, even came in today after pitching 2 of the last 3 games. One inning pitch, 2 hits, 1 earned run. Yennier Cano looked better. Finally, you felt like Yennier Cano looked like Yennier Cano. So a great kind of bounce back performance for him. Really, 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 really need him to get back in form if this bullpen is going to hit their potential. And then the man of the hour, Luis Vasquez. Luis Vasquez, 1 inning, 1 walk, no runs, no hits, double play, the Martian, Jason Dominguez, the 9-year rookie, double play. You love to see it. But yeah, the Orioles lose 9-0. Let's not sugarcoat it. Just a horrible game. You just have to flush this one. This is one of those. And, I was actually talking to my friends here about it. This one doesn't feel anywhere as bad as the 8-0 blown lead, because at least halfway through this game, you realized it was over. So this is just one of those games. It happens. You flush it. You hate that it happened. Felt like after winning yesterday, maybe you had the opportunity to go sweep. You had the opportunity to win today and take total pressure off yourself tomorrow. They don't get that luxury. And now we sit here, and the Orioles are in a must-win game tomorrow. Dean Kramer versus Will Warren. They're going to need to find something from Dean, and Dean's going to need to go deep into this game because the past two guys have not. So bullpen is not going to be rested. You're going to need Dean to go 6-7 innings to really feel good about it. Guys like, I believe, Soto is well rested, but besides that, not a lot of guys that you're going to be seeing that are going to be feeling great. Baker probably feeling better right now. Glad we didn't have to use him in a situation like this where it wasn't going to be a win. So as much as I hate when position players pitch, I hate that aspect of the game. I think it's just one of those things where it sucks. Like it's fun for the moment, and then it's like, okay. I mean, Luis Vasquez obviously does better, but just inflates stats. It's whatever. But, help save the bullpen there with Luis getting one inning, and then hopefully the bullpen and the starting pitching, specifically Dean Kramer tomorrow, they're going to need 6 innings out of him, minimum. I mean, he cannot follow up what Sugano and Eflin have done and go 2, 3, 4 innings. He has to put something together. He has to find a way, even if he's not throwing a shutout, if he's going to give up 4 runs, he's got to do it over 6 innings. He has to find a way to just get some length out of this next start. If he can't get length out of this next start, this bullpen is going to be in a very, very bad spot moving forward. So just go win the series. That's kind of the only thing that you can say right now. It's a very, very tough game too, but it's one game. It's one game. You knew that you probably weren't sweeping in New York. Go get the game tomorrow. You take the series, and you can move on, head back to Baltimore. But actually, this is perfect timing as we move on to our next topic. Joining me is Kevin Ostreicher. Kevin, how we doing?
Man, I'm really excited for the Orioles game tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know what these stats are from, but did you Photoshop this in here?
It felt like they didn't play. The offense didn't play besides Gary Sanchez.
Yeah. Man, how disgusting was that? Jeez. See, this is why they need to not play early. All right? I'm on to something. When you are early, nothing good happens. Everything good happens at night. So
yeah, and Kevin, I mean, I was going to say, and today not only was it early, but it was bad news immediately to start the morning. Not only, you get one hit. At the end of the day, it's not a no-hitter, so it's just another loss in the book. I think the bigger storyline today, and what sucks more, is one, Westy leaves the game early. It's just a jammed finger, so he's day-to-day. That feels like a massive win for the Orioles. When he left, I was like, if this is his hamstring again, I don't know what the hell we're going to do. Adley's on the IL with the oblique. He's probably out 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, depending on the severity.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Obliques are very tough, so that really sucks for Adley. But Kevin, I mean, I guess let's have, before we get back into the game, let's have the discussion because, everybody wants to have it. Should Samuel Basayo come up with Adley potentially on the bench long term?
No. And I hate that. Like, I don't want that to be my answer because, like, everything in my
it would be fun.
Yeah, everything in my being wants to see him up. But despite the fact that we see the highlight homers and him crushing up on pitchers, I just think a little more time down there would benefit him. And it sucks because I want to see him up. It'd be, like you said, it'd be a lot of fun. But I'm also just, being realistic about it. Like, I just don't think they're going to. Like, I mean, the messaging has been that way. Mancelino pretty much all but said he's not going to be up. So, I mean, I don't want to try to, talk myself into it when I know it's not going to happen anyway. So I'm just going to say no.
Yeah, Kevin, I'm with you. I'm going to be honest. Even if it was an option, I wouldn't bring him up. And I know that's going to make people not happy. I don't think he's ready. Plain and simple. He is not hitting 350. He's not hitting. I think he's hitting 260 something. Let me check his stats right
Was it
now.
like 14 or 15 homers?
Yeah, I mean the power's there. You're not going to ever question the power. But let's see, what is he hitting at the moment? It's in 266. Listen, I just don't think the answer right now when they are playing desperate and they need to put some ball games together and everything. I mean, we've seen Jackson come up and struggle, Kobe come up and struggle, Westbrook come up and struggle, Colton come up and struggle, Adley come up and struggle, Gunnar come up and struggle. They're like, I don't know if throwing him into the fire is going to be like, hey, this is going to help right now. Like this, the only thing it can do is I think hurt his development. Let him keep cooking in AAA. Let him get more and more comfortable there. He looks great, but let him get to the point. I agree with what they said. Get him to the point where he is slamming down the door, where he is bursting through the door, and you have no other choice. He is still what? He's 21 years old, 20 years old. You don't need to rush him up to the big leagues right now. If he was 25 or something, then it's a different case. He's 20 years old, you know. So I'm on team. Don't rush him. This is a guy that I don't think, you know, spoiler alert, I don't know if the Orioles are necessarily World Series contenders this year. So I wouldn't want to hurt his development to try to take something that I don't know is that's there.
Yeah. I mean, rush is the key word here. I agree.
Yeah. It'd be so fun. I would love it. Yeah. If it happened, I'd be the first one running around excited, but I don't think long term for his development it's what to do.
Yeah, you know, you suffer now to win bigger later. You know, that to me is the big conversation, and I think it's the correct conversation of like, you know, you don't want to, you know, start, and I see, you know, Jake mentioning, you know, no reason to start the service time clock either. He hasn't really caught as many games as he would have liked before he comes up. Like, you know, that experience isn't there yet. So, and again, like there's an, if you really wanted to give him every day at bats, I mean, I guess there's an opportunity to with Adley on the IL, and you want to put Gary in the backup or Maverick or, you know, whichever side you're on in that conversation. But I think that there are kind of two check boxes you have to check with Samuel, and that is, one, there will be an everyday role for him when he comes up, and two, he is ready and he has checked every box. I think that he has checked one of those two boxes right now, which is there would be an everyday role for him at this point with Adley down. But then if Adley comes back, you're just sending him back down. Like, and again, with obliques, you could be talking a month or two with Adley on the shelf, so he'd get an extended look. But I wouldn't want him to like have the Kobe Mayo start or the Jackson Holiday start and then get sent down, or is kind of in that same cycle again. And like Jackson has responded from that, Kobe has responded from that. But I'd rather just see them take their time here. And I mean, the messaging is clear. That's what they're going to do. So,
yeah. And real fast, I'm just trying to kind of go through. I was trying to find the box score of these games, but
for Basayo or for the Orioles?
For Basayo, because that's why you can't. Because how often is he catching even down there? Are they even still on?
Actually, let me see if I can cheat the system here.
Here, I'm looking at his box score right now. So he DH'd yesterday.
I was just gonna look at the lineups. Yeah, he DH'd yesterday.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, yeah, he didn't. He caught.
Okay, if we just keep looking at the same games, we're just okay. I'm going to look at Monday. Okay. I'm looking at Monday. There were no games Monday. I should have known that.
Okay, it was DH caught, off day.
He caught on Tuesday.
Caught. It looks like he's catching like once every 3 games. Once every 2 to 3 games. Yeah, he got back-to-back here. Yeah, it looks like it's like once every 2 or 3 games he's catching.
Which do you trust? Like, I just don't know. Like, once again, you can DH him up here. Like, you don't, but I don't know. I would like him to get
play. He's not even playing as much as I thought he would. Like
No, that's the thing.
He gets off days a lot more regularly than I expected. He was
Because they're easing him back in. Like, I just don't know if I would. He's the guy that.
It's not time yet. It's not time yet.
It's not. Kevin, but before you got on, we can go over this a little bit, and then we'll get into maybe some call-ins, quick call-ins before we head out here on a shorter show. Hey, I put the tweet out. It's just another loss at the end of the day. You didn't get no hit, so no headlines. No headlines. No, you didn't get no hit, and you have an opportunity to win the series tomorrow. You move on. Flush it. Go try to win the series. Because remember, Kevin, do you remember when they won Game 1 earlier this year? Got walloped Game 2. That was like the 18-2, 18-1 game, whatever it was. And then they went and won the next game. Nobody remembered the game before. You win the series, nobody cares. Nobody cares. You win the series, you go 4-3 on this road trip, nobody cares. No one cares that you lost that one game by whether it was 9-0, 9-8, 1-0. It's still a loss. Move on. If you get no hit, then that's kind of like a damn. Their headlines, everyone's going to be talking about that. Just really, really, really sucks. But you got to hit. Gary Sanchez said no problem. You move on.
When it was 8-0, I was thinking to myself, "Oh yeah, it's the Orioles' time to do it now."
I did. I almost put the tweet out of like, it's time.
12-8 Orioles. Here we come. We're getting revenge. It's over. But yeah, that honestly, and this might be a hot take, that 12-8 game feels a long time ago already, because they were able to win. They were able to win the last 2 games.
It's because they beat Fried. If they didn't beat Fried and they were 0-2 in this, it'd loom a lot larger. And if they lose tomorrow, it looms large. But if they can win this series, I'm not upset about it.
I mean,
if you win this,
like you don't want to give the Yankees momentum, because they were reeling before this game, and we really saw the offense for them get back on track today. So, I a little worried about that, but we say it all the time, Zach. Who needs to save the Orioles season again? It is Dean Kramer. Every time.
Wait, hold up.
Every time the Orioles need a win, Dean is on the mound. It feels that way.
Hold up. I want to see something. Dean Kramer, career versus Yankees. All right, 4-3 with a 4-4. Oh, damn. It's actually 2 games that really just effed him up. I was going to say, Dean Kramer feels like he plays against the Yankees. He's had 12 starts against the Yankees. Feels like every time Dean pitches, every other time is against the Yankees.
Yeah.
But all these games, 6 innings pitched. I mean, last time he was out there, this is actually not. That was very much early on in his career. Okay, so early on, actually, he kind of got shelled. 2021, he had a 12 ERA game, a 9 ERA game. But recently, I mean, he's gone 5 innings of 5 innings, 1 earned run, 3 and 4 2/3 of 2. 7 of 2, 4 of 3, 7 of 1, 5 of 4, 5 1 of 4, 5 for 2. I mean, he's had decent games against them.
They need
Tell
him.
me there's a chance. Telling me there's a chance.
They need him. I mean, I'm surprised blew it through today. I mean,
I was just floored.
They needed him to, but like now he's definitely not pitching tomorrow. And like you thought, hey, maybe
I wonder if they make a move.
I thought that he was going to get the off day today, and then maybe he could throw an inning in like 2/3 tomorrow if they needed him. But now he's definitely not pitching tomorrow. So I mean, you really are out your long guy. I mean, Kittredge went to. I mean, you know what? Maybe they just make Luis Vasquez a full-time member of their bullpen. I mean,
I'm telling you, make it happen. Make it happen. He has a 0 ERA career.
Dude,
The streets are wondering. The streets are asking.
At that 36 miles an hour fastball, man, that's nasty stuff. It's like my Ephus pitch.
It sneaks up on you. It sneaks up on you, Kevin. It sneaks up on you. You don't see it coming, and then suddenly it's there.
It's underrated stuff, I'll tell you.
Underrated. Ken, you want to get into Collins? I can put the link. I realized I can put the link.
Oh, you can? Okay, cool. Yeah,
I
only have I have 15 minutes before I get ahead of.
Yeah, so we're gonna do like speed Collins. We got about 10 minutes. So,
who should I pick for beat the streak today?
I am going with Devers homered.
You had Devers for a homer?
No, not for a homer. I had 2+ bases though.
Oh, nice. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna take Gurriel. Actually, maybe I take Marte. No, God. Do I go back to the Corbin Carroll well? Do I go back to? No, he's injured, isn't he? No, he's not. He's just not playing well. All right,
he's just not playing well.
We're gonna go to the Corbin Carroll well, and then
actually, I don't like. I'm not opposed to that. I like that, Kevin.
You know what? We're gonna go Shohei. Why not? I need to get. I picked Trey Turner yesterday, and it didn't work. Well, Trey Turner hit, but who didn't hit for me yesterday? Gavin Lux did me dirty yesterday. So, all right.
Back to it. Awesome. Let's get the speed Collins going. We got Steve up first. Steve, how's it going?
Steve,
yeah, tough one.
We didn't get no hit. We didn't get no hit. Need Dean tomorrow big because after tomorrow it's Texas, Tampa, Texas.
Yep.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
And Sale just went on the IL, so we're gonna miss him.
Yeah.
Yep. Which is massive. Hate to root for injuries.
But we're probably gonna see Strider.
Yeah, but Strider's been hit or miss recently, I feel like. He's been very either dominant Strider looking or he's been kind of wild. So, hey, we've hit well against some better competition this year, so I'm not totally,
And all I'm going to say
maybe
is
there's something.
Keep Asayo in AAA until you know he's ready.
Thank you. Thank you, Steve. Say it loud for the people in the back. I mean, do not rush this kid, please. We do not need him coming up here to hit 107 for 13 games where he only got, 14 at-bats in them because they brought him in and had a bunch of they brought him in for 2 at-bats and then took him out. And then we don't need that. Let him get comfortable, and when he's ready, bring him up and let him go.
And Kerstad got hurt in Memphis, too.
Yeah, I saw that. Tough luck.
Everyone's getting hurt. This is brutal.
Yeah,
and that hurts even.
But
they can't stay away from the injury bug. They really can't. It's just
Adley hurts.
Adley really hurt.
Especially after he was getting into some level of a groove there. You hate to see it.
Yeah. But I made it quick. We'll talk tomorrow.
Appreciate you.
Hopefully after a series win.
That's right. That is right. I got to manifest it. Spread the sage around. We got to manifest it for tomorrow.
Awesome, Steve. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Let's keep it rolling. We got Jake up next. Jake, what's up, my guy?
Jake, what's going on, man?
Hey, guys. How y'all doing?
Doing well.
Yeah.
I mean, not great after that game, but
yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was kind of running errands, and I had the game on back and forth between DirecTV app and the radio. Sometimes radio gives good impressions because, like, those guys, he describes. I can't remember his first name off the top of my head, but they go into great description because it's radio of what's going on, and they give kind of good backstory of what's going on. But I just had 2 things real quick because I know y'all are trying to get rolling because it's a nice Saturday and it looks nice out there.
Yeah.
We got some pretty skies.
Yeah. Sorry, my dog's fired up.
I love it.
Love it. Let's go.
Yeah. They So I agree with y'all completely about the Basayo thing. In fact, I think I saw David. I don't know if y'all tracking. David Sampson's got a pretty good show, like podcast kind of thing. He's the old president of the Marlins.
Yep.
And I. All those years we were always like, man, y'all are so cheap. You get rid of their guys after the World Series wins. I remember thinking that as a kid. And then he was like, actually, no. He's like, we tried to win. He came on in 2003 when they won. So he was there for that one, not the 1997 one. But anyway, he was like, no, we couldn't sign Pudge because he wanted so much money. But other than that, we kept the team. We just didn't do as well next year. And he's brutally honest about I bring him up right now. Sorry, all the way around. He is a fan. He's like, look, I am unapologetic now about service time manipulation. I'm out of the game. He's like, this is how the game is played until the CBA is changed. Like small market teams like the Orioles, the Kansas City Royals, because they need to like play the game the right way, and it just helps that Basayo hasn't really, like you guys are saying, he's catching every other day. They're slow rolling him, so on and so forth. So it doesn't make any sense. Like he won't win a Rookie of the Year next. I'm saying like if he were to come now, he would get. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it takes a lot away. I mean,
Yeah, it just takes so much away. And like y'all were saying, like it's like he's gonna come up, and he's gonna probably struggle for a little bit, and so on and so forth. So it doesn't really.
And I don't know if they need to have that right now with what they're trying to do and come back. I think that just kills his confidence.
Yes, I 1,000% agree. And I have one more other point, but I guess I forgot it. So, but yeah, I'll get off y'all. I'll get off here so y'all can get rolling. But yeah, I completely agree with you guys about the Basayo thing and so on. So yeah, tough loss. Hope, like you said, we win tomorrow. We keep it moving. And oh yeah, 5-4. We'll go what 5-4 if we win tomorrow. Oh, on the road trip.
Yeah.
Yep.
4-3.
No, it'll be 4-3. Right.
4-3.
Which all mixed up. Yeah.
Which after last Wednesday.
Not bad.
Yeah, you have 2 losses like this, and you go 4-3. I think you take it.
You take it any time of the week.
That's right. Well, thanks, guys.
Also appreciate you, Jake. Awesome. Yeah, Kevin. I mean, that's the thing. If they can find a way to win tomorrow, you put yourself once again in position where you've gained a game back on 500 over the road trip, and it really does start to feel like the momentum is continuing to carry. Just chip away at it. Because we've talked about it. It's like, oh, you can't get it all back. It's hard to get back in 7 games. Like, it's hard to go 7-0. If you're not going to go on big streaks, which they have, pick at it a little bit. Take, on these tough road trips, it's the whole, like, against Texas. Those are games you should win. Maybe sweep one of those. Split against Tampa, get 2 of 3 against them. But if you can stay just above 500 against the good teams and capitalize on the games that you should, or the series that you should take 3, take 2 of, take both games, whatever it may be, that's where, they can really start making their ground. But hey, back tomorrow, and let's see if we can get a series win. Anything else, Kevin?
No, man, that's all I got. As I said last night, they're gonna lose games, right? They're not just gonna win every game from here on out. Now, it doesn't make a game like this sting any less. It was pretty disgusting, but it happens. You just have to move on and keep trying to get the next one. So,
yeah,
it is what it is.
Move on, flush it, get the next one. Try to move to 4-3 on the road trip. They're playing at 11:35 tomorrow. We'll see if Kevin's up for the post game. But we'll see you after that tomorrow, bright and early, as the Orioles get the rubber match against the Yankees. And we'll see you next time, right afterwards, for another edition of Kevin and Zach React. Luis Torrens.
Wow. Man, I have no one. I think you've said Steve Wilkerson, or maybe I said Steve Wilkerson. I think that's cheating. Who's like one of those... Shout out Luis Vasquez. Let's just go Luis Vasquez today.
Reliever.